Because you're getting a +1 off of doing nothing. Doing nothing.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a deck profile of Naughty Gel, well, Snow. This is going to be my new project because at the moment, Dan, the meme kid, is taking a break, so I will be the new Justice player of the team. I made a pose. Hopefully you guys can't see that. Anyways, this is my updated deck profile of Snow from D-BT02. Definitely updated with a lot of new cards. This deck is definitely more stronger than it was before. And now I can finally get my triple drive. Because everyone kept denying me my triple drive. Everyone was like, no, Henry, we will not let you have fun. Naughty Gel just got a huge boost that can actually make the deck go more faster and guarantee get her triple drive. Anyways, let's get on with the deck profile. Of course, the starter, nothing, oh my god, about it. But it's shiny, it's an SP. This is not an SP, so I'm sorry. The grade 1, obviously, on ride, you switch off for your Prism. Most of the time, some people, you could play this in the main deck, but I don't recommend it. It's a +1, sorry, it's a good 1-for-1, and it gains power, but that's all it does. It only gains power on place. It does nothing else afterwards. So me personally, I wouldn't really play this in the main deck, but the ride line, of course, is perfect. Then the grade 2, another card which you only play in the ride deck. You do not play 4 of it in the main deck. This card, on place Vanguard, you Prism 1 card from your opponent's hand, which is a really broken mechanic. Yes, it can backfire if your opponent puts like an order card, which disappears basically. But overall, guys, this grade 2, you want to go into this as your grade 2 main. Finally, you have Snow. This card puts in all the work. This card is your +1 every single turn. Her main ability is whenever your opponent has 1 or more cards in the Prism, she gets +10k, and counter +1, choose 2 cards from your opponent's board and put them in the jail. Again, guys, this is your main grade 3, and for my build, I'm only playing 3 grade 3s in the main deck. I prefer the other grade 2s, the other grade 1s, and a new order card, which I think is actually very splashable in almost any brand gate deck. So of course, like I said, guys, I'm playing 3 copies in the main deck of Snow. You want to Persona Ride every single turn, guys. Persona Ride is too good of a mechanic. A lot of people are saying you don't need to play, you don't need to Persona Ride for certain decks. I think Persona Ride with Snow to make bigger columns is mandatory. Next, for grade 2s, we're playing the new Turquoise. This card slows down your opponent so much. A lot of people underestimate this. A lot of people are like, oh, it's easy to get rid of. I mean, yeah, of course, if you're playing against Dragon Empire, yes, they could nuke it from the front board. But if you're playing against like Mongolia, Zorga, Bastion, they either attack with low attacking regards or they have to attack into this to get rid of it. But overall, guys, Turquoise, in my opinion, is the MVP card out of the whole deck. If you have 2 of them in the front row, and if they're going to call cards from Prism, it's a -10k. It does stack. And of course, she gets +5k whenever your opponent has a card in the Prism. Next, we're playing 4 copies of Ace Rogue. She's still using the deck just for the fact that she does get +5k attack and +10k shield. The 10k shield does matter because, again, at times your opponent will leave certain cards in your Prism, and if they do, you have more guard power, you have more shield power, and she's also not bad as a Rigard. Again, like I said, guys, on Rigard, she's a 15k attacker by herself, and of course on play Soul Blast 1 and Prism 1 card from your opponent's front board. Keep that in mind, from your opponent's front board. Next is the main card that you want to see every single game no matter what. You're playing 4 copies of Moment of Capture Aura Battle Princess 24-hour coverage. We're playing 4 copies of it because, again, you want to see this card. You don't want to not see this card. You want to see this card by turn 3, so you can guarantee make sure your Snow goes off by turn 3. On play Soul Blast 1. If your opponent has 4 more cards in their hand, you can Prism 1 of them. If your Prism has 3 or more, then you can give 1 unit +5k. The +5k, in my opinion, is relevant. The only main reason you want to play this card is to get rid of one of your opponent's card and force them to put a card in the Prism. So again, you want to play 4 of this. Next, we have Battle Princess Dury Violet. She's basically a perfect card when your opponent's attacking with a grade 2 or less. So basically for the Rigards, or God forbid if your opponent is stuck on grade 2, which doesn't really happen anymore. But again, like I said, this card is amazing against your opponent. If you have 1 card in the Prism, it nullifies the attack basically. Yes, it is a Soul Blast 1, but honestly, it does come in clutch most of the time. And God forbid if they have, if a grade 2 has the overtrigger ability, it has a crit. So again, this card does come in clutch, also for the fact that it's a great interceptor. Next, this is not my tech. I kind of copied this off Evan. Evan, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But we're playing 2 copies of Eclipse Midnight. Basically, what this card does is, kind of lost 1, I can call an army token for free. That's it. That's all it does. The main reason why I like this card is because it's a kind of lost 1 to get a 15k attacker or a 15k booster. I can either use that token by turn 2, or I can use it by late game as a booster. Either way, it's a 15k rear guard. It does work out for me. It does help me push my opponent as fast as I can. Again, you don't have to play. It's just so far I've been using it, and so far it's actually been working out very well. What I notice is that you want to cripple your opponent as much as possible, but at the same time, as you want to cripple your opponent, you want to keep making big columns to push your opponent's hand down to 4 or 3. For grade 1s, mandatory, we have to play the new Bizarre Beast. What this card does is basically, if you have 1 or less cards in your prism, rest this card, choose a card from your opponent's drop zone, and put it into the prism. Yes, it's a +1 for your opponent, but again, guys, if you are playing turquoise, it's irrelevant. But also, if you want to get your triple drive with snow, this card is the number 1 card you want to see by turn 3. So basically, by turn 3, you want to have this and this in your hand. These 2 cards in your hand will guarantee make sure that Snow's ability will go off by turn 3. Doesn't really do anything else, but like I said, you want to see this card, so you have to play 4 of it. You don't need two copies of this on the field. You just need 1 copy. Just put it on the Vanguard. Next, of course, we have the Perfect Guards. It's PGs. You want to live. Next, we have Bubble Mine. Bubble Mine. You don't need to play. I just like it for the fact that it gives you soul. In this build, we do Soul Blast a lot. Just for the fact that, again, like I said, the grade 2 Perfect Guard, Ace Rogue, Soul Blast, the new Order card, Soul Blast, 24-hour coverage. There's so many cards in this build that does Soul Blast a lot. So the Bubble Main, I can care less about Counter Blast because I don't have a Counter Blast problem. I have a Soul Blast problem. Even though we do Soul Charge 3 with the Order card. Bubble Mine is just there for a splashable reason. We're not playing the Shovel grade 1 because the Shovel grade 1 is a Counter Blast and a Soul Blast. That's too big of a cost in my opinion, but if you guys want to play the Shovel instead of Bubble Mine, test it out and let me know how it works. Next, we're playing the Jail card. Very simple. You're going to jail, mister. Very simple. And last card, we're playing 1 copy of Autonomic Caution. This card gets plus 5k shield and plus 2k attack when your opponent has 2 or more in the prison. So basically, it's a good shield value, and also it's a good booster. It's a 10k booster. Next, triggers 8 copies of crits. Very simple. Like I said, guys, you need to push your opponent as much as possible. As much as we're crippling your opponent, you need to push them as much as you can because they can call back those rear guards from the prison just by counter blasting and soul blasting. Next, we're playing 3 fronts. Honestly, at this point, guys, I'm pretty sure you're playing every build for Overdress is playing fronts. These new fronts, because it gives you the extra plus 5k shield. You could play draw triggers, but in my opinion, you don't need it anymore because you're already getting a +1 from Snow every single turn as long as you have 3 cards in your prison. Next, we're playing 4 heals. Pretty standard. You want to live. And last but not least, we're playing the Over Trigger. This card, I like it just for the fact that, again, if you drop check first a crit, give it to your Vanguard, and then drop check the Over Trigger, then your Vanguard has 4 crit, which is broken. It's a good Over Trigger. So yeah, guys, that is my build. That's my build for Snow. Like I said, not really crazy, but only difference from this and probably other builds is that I'm playing 2 copies of this Eclipse Midnight. Again, it's a great card, just the fact that it can help me rush my opponent by turn 2. It gives me a 15k attacker or a 15k booster. The main cards they want to see by turn 3 is going to be the Bizarre Beast. Yeah, Bizarre Beast and 24-hour coverage in order to activate Snow's ability by turn 3. But yeah, guys, Snow at the moment is working out pretty well. It still has its flaws, which is okay, but Snow is definitely way better than last month. Last month, like I said, a lot of people would stop you from trying to get your triple drive, but nowadays they can't help it. They can't do anything about it because again, you have 1 card that binds a card from your opponent's hand and 1 card that puts a card from your opponent's graveyard to the prison. Alright guys, so that is my deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel for more videos. If you guys have any comments about the deck, please leave it in the comment section down below. If you guys think it's terrible, say it's terrible. If you guys think it's great, then say it's great, but explain your reasons why. I definitely want to hear your reasons why, and of course, if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
And you also want match videos to tell us that 1 versus no versus what Bash is.
Yeah.
Leonard the deck.
Yeah, we will have match videos for you guys. Just wait and see. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are being safe, and I hope to see you guys always next time.
I came back for the outro. Deuces. Then I get to do it. I'm bombing him with the other thing.